So, cut. There we go. Also, Magellan, enjoy your new emotes, man. We got the sexy stuff going now. So this is the Swarm Lord. He's 2500. Roadhog on the PC. Oh, I think he just clipped that in. What a fucking guy. Hold on, let me just double check my annotation stuff. Okay. This is all working. What review? This review. This review we're doing right now. Actually, I need to change my mic setup a little bit because I'm looking to my right. Hold on. Bear with me. I don't know how loud me adjusting the mic stand is going to be. I guess I could just mute it. It's alright. I'm not going to mute it. Ow. I hit myself in the face with the mic. Okay. We're ready. Oh, yeah. This vid quality is acceptable just because I'm correcting your mistakes. I don't need to see, like, skills in high definition to fix. Like, if someone needs HQ shit to fix your mistakes, then, you know, fuck them. Damn good hook. I mean, it would be nice if it was less laggy, but whatever. Okay, it wasn't... Overall, nothing to correct there. You try to get a Zarya twice, it sucked your team didn't follow up on a little bit of damage. I think Zarya is, like, the perfect target to get with hook. She's really important for a tank. Taking her out early is quite critical.
My ultimate is charging.
And my chat just died, so if anyone said anything, I apologize. I haven't been able to see it for about 10-20 seconds now. So this play, like, you were up in front of your tanks, which is fine for a Roadhog, and actually it worked for you because whether it was luck or whatever happened, you do have 600 hit points. The soldier did focus you, and for whatever reason he jumped off the high ground. He could have had access to both of your supports, but he didn't. He fell down for whatever reason. And you had to do that hook just to stop the ult, so... You know, you're dying a lot, but, I mean, it's not bad plays. You know, if your team gets wiped and you're there and you get killed, that's what happens. Oh, my chat's still dead. Oh, there it is. Oh, sorry. Thanks for the cursor tip. Whose review is this? Did I say a name? I didn't. Alright, listen. We're just doing this guy's review. Don't worry about it. I'll upload it with the correct name. It's the Roadhog. That's who we're reviewing. You can't see. I don't think anyone saw what the fuck was going on. I think the Zarya pick was definitely worth it. They're doing Nano Soldier, which is, you know, Nano Soldier's difficult to deal with. So far, your play seems fine. You ulted when you got, when their Zarya ulted. I think that stopped your guys from getting destroyed by Genji's ult immediately. You have this bitch's number. Kind of. You have her first 6 digits. There you go. There's the last digit. Yeah, I like the ult when Zarya's ulting. Just push everyone away, because everyone has a really... even pros have a big habit of diving when Zarya ults, right? I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. But I think that's the correct decision. Just because it didn't work out doesn't mean it's wrong. It's a good pick. That's where Roadhog really shines. Going on a slightly longer flank, or a farther away flank than normal. And by that I mean, like, it's a quick flank for you, but you can pull someone from farther away. I guess that guy needed to reload. Which, it worked. Sometimes that shit happens. Just be careful with, you know, they always say the first hook loses. Good hook on the Zen. So far, like, you're doing fine work. Especially for a 2500. That was the entire team, and that blows. Can't do much. Let's see if your team can bail you out of it. They got the Mercy pick. They got the Ana pick, so you're supportless. You're probably tankless. Oh, but you got a Junkrat.
Pass into the iris.
They had Roadhog, Genji, Zen. I think it's the... you were probably going to die if you went up. Maybe you could have got a pick, but, you know, who gives a fuck? You wouldn't have... I don't think you would have stopped the capture of the point. This is a little... this is a lot of greedy, actually. Okay, they didn't push up main. So you're okay. The reason I would say that was a lot of greedy because it looked like they were pushing up, and they could have essentially blocked the path from you to your reinforcements. It's not horrible. Okay, yeah, you did good. That was a good alt fire. So I know a lot of people would critique that ult, but here's the thing: no one, no one on defense wants to be the first one to throw an ult, and it just starts this complete chain of, you know, everything that happens in the game. I mean, you could have killed the Reinhardt. He got shot back, pulled out his shield before you could kill him. I don't want to focus on it. I'll just put it like that. It happens. But I like your positioning. You're not too far forward. Remember, correct positioning. Oh. That's a hell of a hook. They did the exact same thing to you. That's funny. Oh, man, you hooked him right when Reinhardt ults? That's awesome. Free kill, right? You didn't get the kill, and then they did the same damn thing to you. Guy hooked you when Reinhardt ulted. But your positioning seems fine, and when I say positioning, a good headshot. That fucked that Roadhog up big time. So positioning to me, yeah, it's a shit place to be. Oh well. To me, positioning is you are at the distance that it requires you to do your job. But as safe as possible. Well, not as greedy as possible without dying. It's a balance of competing demands, positioning. You have to constantly... Did you just... Oh, you cut... Look at that! This son of a bitch! This son of a bitch cut out the waiting. Thank you. That was very kind of him. But positioning's balanced for competing demands. Safety versus essentially greed. What you can kill and what you can get. Roadhog, you got to know the distance, your full distance of hook, because that it will tell you how close you can be or can't be. Just running. Good hook. On his way out of position. Okay, you guys got a significant... That was a good... That's actually a really good hook. One, he used the health regen in front of everyone right before dying, which isn't a bad thing. It just... Your team got 900 hit points towards their ult out of that. But back to my positioning statement. You want to be a little greedy. It's always good to be greedy, right? Because if they don't punish the greed, you can get a lot of kills from it. And this applies to all classes. You need to be a little greedy at times. You risk big, you win big. With Roadhog, he can be greedy. He risks little, but he always wins big with a hook. It's almost always a kill. But your positioning seems to be fine. Like, right behind the Reinhardt is where I like it. Yep. And even if you don't get the kill, forcing someone out of position is good. I like that zoning ult. They were... Okay, here comes the defense. I was about to say they're definitely going to put up a defense there, and your ult stopped that. Actually, that ult was really important. Ooh. So things could have went better. But what I like about that ult was they wanted to defend the corner. And as soon as you got the cart around the corner, they wanted to engage. You punished them for trying to get there right then, and you got everything around the corner. Which is really good. You pushed them around the corner, and it allowed your team to get around. You guys didn't capitalize on it, though, which shit happens like that sometimes. But I mean, you probably weren't thinking about that, but being able to get around the corner instead of getting just stopped right there, well, it's important. Bad Bay Bro, thanks for the kind words. Yeah, for a Junkrat main that people think is a troll, I'm nice. Yeah, I mean, I don't get angry. Dude, Junkrats can't get angry. If you get angry as Junkrat, like, you just get angry at yourself. That's a nice little boost. That makes me giggle. I don't mind when Roadhog, with a 6-second cooldown, I don't mind you throwing the hook at the shield every now and then. If you just got like a feeling the Reinhardt's gonna drop the shield, holy shit, is that... Like, that's so good. It's so good if you can get the Reinhardt, but... You knew the Roadhog was there, and I usually don't like the correct micro actions, but... Oh, and you're salty about it. So hook has 1 second cooldown. So you try to time your ult around Roadhog's hook. You know the Roadhog was there. The truth is you weren't going to kill him, right? He has 600 hit points. He's going to get that hook up by the time you round the corner. So don't charge at a Roadhog usually when you have your ult. Unless he just used hook and he missed. Or if he just used hook and he hit. That's good. I like that hook. It's cooldown so low, it's kind of hard to say something's a bad hook. If someone ever says, oh, you gotta watch your hooks, man, you're wasting them. It's the fucking 6-second cooldown. It's insane. That changes to, add 2 seconds next patch. That was a nice hook. You're doing God's work right now. Yeah, you're landing them. And now comes the scramble. Yeah, that's good. Alright, yeah, you guys are fine.
Round 2 complete. Score 3-3.
Guy's a pro hooker. Maybe. I mean, for 2,500, he's landing a lot of hooks.
1. Attack commencing. Capture objective A.
They're pulling out the Symmetron defense. Yeah. Again, don't care if you're wasting hook like that. I say waste, and it's wasting hook is a very rough term. Oh, you're on a saved your ass. Did he hook first? Yeah, he did. But you were hurt. You got the teleporter. This is good. Your team should have significant. You got two guys super deep. Yeah, you can try to bridge the gap between you and the guys that are out there. Yeah, try to get out there and support your Hanzo, or not Hanzo, McCree. I can't do anything. Yep. Oh, never mind. He can't. He can kill your Tracer. Watch the main choke. Yeah, don't worry about that. Your team can take it. Or, yeah, hey, that works too. I like that combo. Just stun him so McCree can get his damage off.
4-3. Victory. Play of the match.
Oh, Zenyatta got to play the game. This doesn't really matter for reviews, but I always like seeing play of the game, right? Let's see what this guy, does he deserve it? He doesn't even know we're watching him. Yeah. Yeah, we'll give Zen that play of the game. Whoop. And let me get my picture. Overall, for 2,500, I think that was really well done. Where's my picture? It's almost to the point where I don't have much to critique because you won in such a dominating fashion. It's not as bad as the Ana game from 2 nights ago, where she did basically nothing wrong and then expected a critique, which isn't bad. Whoop. There we go. So, your mechanics? Oh, that was a really shitty circle. I'll do a triangle. That line system. Oh! The hell? How did I do that? Hold on. Fuck. Why is this zooming in?
Timing's overrated.
You know what? Fuck this program. Anyways, I'll figure that one out later. Anyways, you were doing what you're supposed to do as Roadhog. You were landing your hooks. I think you landed a majority of them. I don't know what your percentage was. But I think it was pretty high. Yeah, Reinhardt was really fucking winning that review. I'm trying to get the damn... Whatever. Whatever. We'll skip it. We'll just go on to the review. My ineptness with this fucking annotation program is not... We don't need this on the stream right now. No, you did your job as Roadhog. Your position... Yeah, don't worry about action. You were fine. The times you're using secondary, I mean, you hit a majority of them. It seemed like you were hitting 60, 70%. A couple of them were really, good headshot ones. So just keep playing, and I believe action. Your mechanics will come in time. I don't see any problems there. Positioning, there was only a couple times you were a bit aggressive. And I got worried. The one time specifically that I'm thinking about is on the last point of King's Row. You got that main path. There's a room there. You get this exit. Box is here, and you got that side path at the last point. My worry here was you were trying to fight someone here, which I don't mind. I don't mind Roadhog doing a little bit of flanking, because he doesn't have to commit to this point like other classes do to get a kill over here. He can chill back here. But what I was worried about was at that time, the cart was about here, and I saw a lot of pressure coming this way. And my worry is, even if your team is here, they can still cut you off at this pass. They had a Roadhog too, so even running to this way would have been risky, right? They were unable to capitalize on that. They didn't really push. Right, it didn't happen that way, so I mean, you made it out just fine. A better team may have been able to take advantage of that. Most of the other time, you were behind your Reinhardt shield, which I believe, the correct distance for Roadhog. As a Reinhardt, you're here. Roadhog, I mean, most people want to engage essentially right at Roadhog's max hook length. If you're a Roadhog, like it's like just on the cusp between mid and short range, right? Like they'll be like 20 meters. If I'm trying to think in game, yeah, about 20 meters away from you. And you're doing that well. Very rarely do you need to go up anymore. You can if you want. It's not bad. As long as you're behind Reinhardt's shield and you don't get hooked yourself, right? That's the main purpose in a Roadhog game, at least versus Roadhog, is Rein's shield's there to stop that hook. Else, either one of the Roadhogs is just going to abuse the shit that they have no way to block it. Yeah, your positioning was fine. Action was fine. Positioning, like I said, a couple times you're a little bit greedy, but your Roadhog, you get 600 hit points. You insta-kill a lot of classes. You have some leniency here as a Roadhog player. That doesn't mean to abuse it, but you definitely have it. Logistics, if anyone's wondering, is essentially how to get, after you come up with a plan, how you get from your plan to your position, right? Because I care about positioning more than anything. Logistics encompasses the actual physical logistics of you going from point A to point B. It also, I consider it decision-making, gets thrown in that's a really shit way to spell decision, but that's what I did. I consider decision-making into the logistics level. Your decision-making seemed fine. Your alt usage, I mean, they weren't the greatest, but no one uses, 100% great alt usage all the time, right? It's very difficult to do. You used your alts both offensively and defensively, and by that I mean when Zarya ulted, you used it just push people away, stop them from committing on the ult, which I like. Whether you know it or not, on the point in the streets phase, like I said, there was a corner. Ooh, it doesn't really show up good there. in the streets phase, there's this corner. You got the one alleyway. Right, you got the main door here. You got this one. They attempted to engage on you at this corner as soon as you guys were essentially committing to the point. Right. So the thing is to push this any more around the corner, all the long-range classes that are back here, they have to move up, which kind of puts your entire team right about here, which is a good choice on their part to engage there, right? All of you guys are pretty close. But as soon as that happened, you ulted. I don't know if you planned it or not, if it was just good timing, but you jammed them back into this way, and you pushed these guys this way. And it got the cart here, where they had, and it allowed your long-range classes to either get here or here to get this angle. Now, they did ult, they hammered down this way, and then they Roadhog ulted. I believe the concept you had going, like, I really liked it. You guys didn't capitalize on it. You know, whatever, shit happens. The best laid plans, right? They always fuck up. So you used your ultimate in a myriad of ways, which I really like. It shows just good, like, lateral thinking. You didn't just use it as one thing over and over and over. So I think that's actually really, really important, and I think that's undervalued currently. In the review I'm going to do tomorrow on the 1 Pro match, I want to talk a bit about mix-ups. And by mix-ups, I kind of steal that word from the fighting game community. I don't mean just a team runs X, Y, and Z every time, right? And if something goes wrong, they change one of these characters, right? But to use X, Y, and Z like 4 or 5 different ways, there is great strength in this type of versatility that you can make with a class. So the fact that you are able to provide mix-up with Roadhog, I appreciate that, and I think that's a good skill to have. I think your information, it didn't seem like you're making, all your decisions seem to be straightforward. I don't think you are misinterpreting things. I don't think you're misinterpreting strategies. So new players, what I see about information is straight up just game info. So like Roadhog and Hook. Like there's very basic stuff like that. And then there's like basic strategies like support, stay in the back. I don't want to say that. Or how to say that, I should say. So the basic positioning. I also see information as how you gather intel. Or how well, I should say. Your information gathering skills seem fine. At least I couldn't tell like you were not seeing things or you were not understanding things. The only thing, it was the one thing you actually got salty about. You went around the streets corner. The second one. So here's the capture point on streets. Here's that spawn entrance. Right, and you ulted and you came up this way and you ulted. You knew there was a Roadhog there, and you went around that corner anyways. You knew he was going to be at least this far away, so you weren't going to kill him. Maybe you could have pushed him back at best. You assumed his hook was down. I think you saw it, and you probably counted, maybe in your head, a little bit quicker than you originally thought. But yeah, I just assume Hook's like... If I don't see Hook get thrown at me, and I dodge it, or he misses me, that's the only time I assume Hook is down. But yeah, he hooked you, he stopped your ult, and you got killed. So just, yeah, I mean, I think that's just a one-off mistake. That's a very micro mistake that I'm just mentioning because it was the only time I really saw you misinterpret information. But these timings become internal after a while, and you'll get it. Yeah, so I mean, for 2,500, you played solidly. With Roadhog like that, I think you'll do well. And also, I like Roadhog as a ladder climbing class, because what you can do is you can focus down specific targets. So in Overwatch, my belief is that most people can play Overwatch well. They can do things in a relatively good manner. What happens is people get pressured, and when some people get pressured, like they'll just be like a blue Zenyatta or whatever, and they get pressured by a Genji. That's when they freak out and they can't play Overwatch because they don't know what to do against this aggression. Aggression is really useful on the beginning stages of most games. Think about when like StarCraft 2 came out, Brood War, yada yada yada. Like Zerg rushes or just even Age of Empires, a Dark Rush, stuff like that. They're really effective against new players because they just don't know how to handle it. I believe that's the same case in Overwatch. Aggression really does beat up the new classes, and it works for a while, and then once people learn how to deal with aggression, they start sucking. That's why people really get stuck at 3100 and 3000 and the quote-unquote ELO hells where the bell curve gets broken. Like the bell curve in Overwatch is like you get up to 2500 and like there's this weird spike at 26 and then there's a weird spike at 2100 and yada yada yada. These 2 points are the ELO hells, and that's because everyone's trick that they use to get up to this point, people have caught on to, and they get stuck. Again, they get stuck again at this point. But Roadhog, what you do is you take this one target that's harassing your team, and I hit E. I did not know E erased everything. My bad. And what you do is you just take this son of a bitch out. Right? You're like, no. Stop bothering my team. And when there's none of this pressure, your team can just play Overwatch. They're allowed to do whatever they want. So I believe Roadhog's really good for ladder climbing. You can focus on these specific targets that are causing your team, extreme amount of discomfort. Usually it's Genji, Tracer, Reaper. Yeah, it's some offensive DPS class that's really giving your team trouble. And as soon as you remove these unwanted variables and you allow your team just to play Overwatch, you'll start winning games. I mean, you can land like 7 or 8 hooks, and even though people will be like, "Oh, you need to do more," if you kept your team safe and allowed them to play Overwatch, you deserve gold, all the gold medals. Like medals don't mean shit. Yeah, I think if you keep playing this way, I think you'll do well. And I really should figure out your name. Forgot it. We're gonna go back to Overwatch. I'm gonna open up something.
Timing's overrated.
Hold on. VOD. Oh, there it is. Like I told you guys when we first started playing, just because everyone thought I didn't know, this guy's name is the Swarm Lord. Or no, HiveTryant. I mean, everyone said I didn't know your name, but I knew it the whole time. HiveTryant, that's who we were watching, of course. Of course. But yeah, Hive, yeah, I think you'll do well. I got no problems with what you want to do, or with what you're doing. Maybe if you give me a game where you lose and you start having more difficulties, we can start going over some other stuff. I can start seeing patterns in your ability to deal with things. I think this is a really straightforward game. You really didn't encounter anything too hard, and that allowed you to play Overwatch, like I was saying. You had little to nothing stopping you from just being Roadhog the entire game. And it allowed you to play Roadhog and you fucked people up. So find me a game where you can't play Roadhog, or you're being shut down in a certain way and you don't really want to, or you don't know how to stop that. But yeah, that's it. That's it. I'll upload this to YouTube. I don't think HiveTryant's right here right now. So I apologize. I didn't ping him. I should have told him. Should be like, hey man, you're on stream, but oh well. So with that, that's it. I'll be ending the stream early, quote unquote early tonight. Does anyone have any questions? I mean, it sucks. Hive, I'm going to upload this to YouTube. Throw me questions there. You have me on Discord. We can talk there. So either of those options. Bro, is there a list of pending reviews? I think I have, after this one, I have 2 or 3 more. And I'm sure if I just looked, I could find like 3 or so more. I have no system right now to categorize this and say what did, like, who, what, where, when. I need to figure out some system to reviewing these. What do I think the best opportunity for Roadhog's ult is? Anywhere inside where people are unable to get away from you, where knockback doesn't matter, right? That'd be the damage case. So if you're in a room and people can't get away, that's great for Roadhog. Also, what I really, really like Roadhog's ult for is when I'll use it like Maze Wall, where 3 people will jump into a choke and run through it, and the rest of the team is waiting back here for them to push. If 5 of your team engage on these guys, and you come in here with Roadhog's ult, and you split the team up, now these 3 can deal with you, but I'm just saying, like, if you push them back, let's say 5 seconds, like, if you buy your team 5 seconds of killing these guys, that is a wonderful use of his ult. I know a lot of people think his ult's underrated or you know, not as strong, but I think it's really good because he gets it quick. He has a lot of self-healing. You know, if he gets a hook, he's doing a lot of damage to build his ult. But using it as a space maker I think is really good. Also, like, it does tons of damage, so it breaks Reinhardt's shield. If they're really depending on Reinhardt's shield and you want to take something really close. So, like, we were just talking about Streech phase where he was here. So if you just want to get around this corner, definitely ult. If there's a corner you just need to get around, ult. Use it to secure small amounts of space. So yeah, like, this square would be small amounts of space, right? You're probably not going to kill anyone, but you're going to push everyone back. You're going to give your team breathing room to do things. A lot of Roadhogs use their ult to kill one person. Do you think that's an incorrect usage of it? I can't say no. Sometimes taking out one person is really, really important. Really important. So I without knowing the situation, I can't say if killing one person is good or bad. Sometimes you have to. Sometimes killing a Reinhardt and opening up their entire team to your team is the correct decision.